we go.
Black Watch, Team 1 versus Eon Synergy, Team 2, Canyon Network. Very familiar map. These guys know this map inside and out. It's one of our favorite maps as well. Highly competitive. It has options for both brawl. It has options for long range. I mean, they can really go to the playbook on this one.
Yeah, and like you said, we've seen this match. We saw it last year. We saw Canyon Network over and over. We saw it again this year, even with the map banning. We keep seeing Canyon Network. It's a solid map. These teams are familiar with it. They're familiar with each other. We're going to have to find out what they want to do.
Absolutely. All right, so we are waiting to get everybody connected into the lobby, and then the mechs will power up and we will be on our way. All right, here we go. We are on the, I'm on the Eon Synergy side. Looks like we got Hardock over here in a Wolfhound taking the early cap on Sigma, breaking a couple mechs off. Towards the Epsilon side, Warhawk and Mauler MX90. Let's see if we can find a build here. 6 Ultra AC2s coming out of that Mauler MX90. That's going to be a pretty savage build. It runs really hot, but it can put out some pretty amazing DPS. What do you got over on the Blackwatch side?
Yeah, we're seeing something a little different, actually.
Wow.
They've got Night Gears, Huntsmans, Arctic Cheetah, Hunchback 2Cs. Some of these mechs they have not brought before. They even have an Executioner.
One thing I found, Legolas in a Night Gear on the Eon Synergy side, bringing 6 ER large lasers in a Night Gear. That is a build I don't think we've seen before.
I think we did see a little bit of that long range, but that's typically a Tourmaline desert build, isn't it?
All right, looks like they've made contact. There is a heavy movement from 228th coming up the left channel here. We see the Eon Synergy, they must have seen them coming because they were backing off into safety. Some shots being exchanged in the canyon with an Executioner leading the way. Nice strike right across Panic Button, doing some damage to his armor, down to 95%. But this team is just on retreat right now.
Range. If he can get in range, that Executioner is going to be really deadly.
So it looks like Eon Synergy successfully got their group out of harm's way. They got pushed by 228th through that canyon, but now a majority of them are grouping up near that Epsilon corner and are just doing a shift. Nice strike right between Legolas and Lizzie, did some more damage there. So looks like 228's continuing to give chase, but they're actually starting to get some more shots downfield.
And this is kind of an interesting thing that happened here. They now have Kappa in their area if they want to control the cap points, but I'm not sure they can really hold on to the map control unless they get Theta, and Theta's the tough one to hold.
There is a slight 4-4 split by Eon Synergy here. Panic Button now getting a little bit focused. He is forced to drop down. But 228 has a bit of map control. They can start working the caps and maybe slow roll it. We'll have to see if they decide to go in aggressive, but they still need to be winning trades. And I think Eon Synergy is starting to get their footing and they're starting to land their shots.
Yeah, right now, I think 228, I'm not sure they were really prepared for Eon Synergy to go into a hard reverse like that. It seems like they moved up, they were aggressive, but now they've got their aggressive mechs taking some damage. They're still trying to peek. Panic Button's rather hurt right now. Looking at his mech as he's coming around the corner here, trying to get an angle.
Trying to get around. They got the 2 Wolfhounds right there. They have a Huntsman right next to him who puts up a UAV. He's using, looks like streaks, getting hits on the Wolfhound, landing some shots on Hardock down to 69%. 6 streak 4s, that is pretty savage. That UAV helped him keep his locks, and he was able to, before even pop-tarting, get the locks, pop up, make the shot, and drop back down out of harm's way.
We do have Direct Goes to Faster in his Wolfhound. He's trying to close in on Queenblade, who is open CT. Queenblade trying to get away, and he does. That Wolfhound can't follow him without the jump jets as easily, but he's going to hold down in the canyon there. He is just getting some free damage on these guys as they're trying to trade.
Ooh, that strike almost hit Queenblade on the back end there. That could have potentially killed him, but he was able to just dodge. So it looks like Eon is on the push now with those Wolfhounds on the front, and Blackwatch is actually starting to back up. There's still a lot of shots going back and forth. In terms of percents, though, I think Blackwatch might be on the losing end.
Yeah, Blackwatch taking a lot of damage. Defunct is trying to trade here in a Night Gyre from the corner on Theta, but he is open CT as well.
Prisman is up against 2 Wolfhounds and the Hunchback. Almost like he's kind of baiting them in. They did not take the bait. He is backing up, but he is getting hit by Zelglock in that
Defunct tried
summoner.
to help him out. Defunct goes down.
2 quick kills, Defunct and One Last Bite both drop. And Panic Button as well. 3 dead now for Blackwatch, and the damage is really just starting to stack up here. Zelglock on the move, getting up in Ed's face. He's twisting and trying to get away from him, but Zell just passes him by. He's going for the juicier, weaker targets in the back, it looks like.
And Direct goes to faster, and his Wolfhound is coming around, trying to get some back shots. The Huntsman does come off, and
looks like
fend
Ed
him
just
off.
got legged, and he gets quickly taken out by pretty much the entire team, but X-Chico makes the kill. Die Red gets Chrisman, and this is starting to snowball. 5 dead for Blackwatch. Nobody dead yet for Eon Synergy.
And this is where Eon Synergy really has it in the bag. These Wolfhounds can come in here and just pick away while there's bigger targets to be shot.
So Torok is the next one most likely to go down at 27%, just surrounded by mechs right now. And Queen Blade, that earlier cheetah that got hurt pretty bad, they were able to save him to last. So it looks like this potentially could go 8-0. Looks like Queen is trying to at least score a kill, playing right up to the bitter end, and Kubert takes him down. 8-0 decision in favor of Eon Synergy for drop 1.
That was a convincing win.
Very convincing. Eon Synergy doing a fantastic job of keeping all of their hurt mechs alive, but bottom line, seeing that push by Blackwatch early enough, backing out, saving those 4 mechs. If those guys got run up on, they could have been just wiped off the map without anybody on their team being able to help. So they got out of there, and then they were able to
They
just
kind of
set up
regained
into train.
control.
Yeah, they got backed into a corner, but then they fought their way back out again, and they were trading really well.
Yeah.
They were landing their shots really well.
And taking a look at the damage here, the Red goes to Fasta. He plays so well in that Wolfhound, 623 damage. He's able to just kind of harass the whole game. There's bigger mechs on the field. There's bigger mechs on the field to shoot. The Red is just running around, harassing them, racking up that damage. And before you know it, he's got a 600 damage game.
Yeah, backed up by X-Chico in that Warhawk, pulling 450 and 2 kills himself. Just the damage across the board. Every single person on Eon Synergy did a fantastic job. They did the work that was necessary, and they came out with a very decisive 8-0 victory.
Yeah, that was impressive.
We'll have to see if they could take that momentum into drop 2. They will be switching sides, and of course, we will be doing another map ban. Let's get that out of the way now. We're going to toss it back over to Darren, who's going to figure out what map we're on next.